Right guys, so I decided to jump into rFactor 2 and we are in the Dallara IR18. This is the Indycar mod, or the Indycar DLC from rFactor. So from driving a couple of open wheelers in different sims, you know, so I've driven the Formula 3, I know it's not comparable, right, but the Formula 3, the Formula Trainer, the Formula V, and even the Formula 22 F1 car, the Formula Ultimate 22 car in AMS, which is a great model, and then some of the Formula USA models in AMS2 as well. I thought I'd jump into rFactor and see what all the fuss is about with this IndyCar. Now, normally, I'm not too, let's say, too kind to rFactor and its force feedback, right? So I am aware that this is one of the later models, one of the later model cars, one of the later model DLCs. So I would hope that it's been fixed or improved. So with rFactor, I found I have to have the damping on the Fanatec wheel on about 20%, but you know, that's okay. It feels okay. And a bit of interpolation as well going on, but yeah, let's see what this is actually like then when we step on it. Sounds pretty good. The driver's head is to the side for whatever reason, but okay, curb interaction's quite good. Steering wheel's very light, but I've had to tone it down a little bit because it'd be too sharp over the bumps and curves otherwise. But it's okay. Car feels nice, but don't really feel the transition from understeer to just lack of downforce, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is the downforce will come off the car in the slow speed sections, but I don't know then if that's just downforce or whether that's just the bit of understeer coming into play. Not really sure. Still feels nice though, if a bit vague. It's a little vague, I think. Yeah, like I can feel the steering loaded up there with downforce, but in the slow corners, not so much. Like, I mean, yeah, visually I can see and sense a bit of understeer when it happens, but the feeling, it is, like, see right there, I'm just going to go slow, but see right there, it's difficult to tell what's understeer and what is just down to lack of downforce. Let me just pause it there, and I'm just going to check my Fanatec settings. So the feedback is set to linear, which is the recommended. I've got the natural damper at 15, friction is at 5. I take a bit of friction out of that actually, just to maybe see if I can feel it a bit better. The damper's at 15%, and I'm just going to up the gain. I'll take the interpolation down to 3 and up the gain to 40%. Or 50% rather. Yeah, we'll go 48%. So my force feedback is at 48, natural damper 15, natural friction 3, interpolation 3, everything else untouched. So let's see what this feels like then. It's a little better. Still a little bit vague maybe. Yeah, it's it's like always been my gripe with this game. I feel like the wheel is loaded up there. I can feel the downforce, and then like this dead zone in the middle where the steering wheel is just happy to rest. It just feels a bit okay, just different, I guess. I do like the car. I do like driving it, but I'm not really sure what's going on with it at the same time, you know. Okay, let me do the extreme test, right? So for this, I'm going to take all filters off the Fanatec wheel. So I'm going to take the natural damper to 0, the natural friction to 0, and the interpolation filter. I'll leave it at 1 because that just gives a little bit of smoothing. I just want to see what this game can give out of the box. I think I might know the answer already, but yeah, so the steering wheel is just happy to go side to side, but whatever. Let's see what it drives like. Oh, Jesus Christ, going over the curbs is like hitting a fucking mountain, comparatively speaking. I can feel a lot of road noise, vibrations. Yeah, okay. Curbing is way overdone. Yeah, like yeah, it's yeah, like I mean, it's a good car. Like it's enjoyable to drive, it's fun to drive, but all I'm saying is that, you know, the feedback from the wheel is not as detailed as some other sims out there. Back to what I've said before about rFactor 2, there's a lot of stuff going on through the wheel when you turn down the damping on the wheelbase, right? So when you turn down the damping, you get a lot of effects coming through, whether that's the road, like a flat spot on the tire, the curbing. It's very, very sharp, very, you know, very aggressive. And if that's how it is in real life, fine, I've no issue with that at all. But all I'm saying is that when you compare those effects to the feedback of what the car is doing, there seems to be a bit of a divergence. So let's say that the feedback amount from hitting a curb was a 10 out of 10, right? Well, the actual feedback from the car loading up through the corner, the actual, you know, driving forces on the axle would be like 4 out of 10 maybe. So that's what I mean by saying RF2 has a lot of stuff going on in the feedback. Is it the right stuff? Don't know. I've never driven in Indycar to tell you, but all I'm saying is, as a sim racer, and from driving like high performance road cars and on track and stuff, that you tend not to get that amount of, let's say, chatter through the steering wheel. However, in fairness, I have done, if you ever hit like a steel kind of gated curb, or you know those curbs in you know, where there's kind of like gaps in between the layer of the curb, if that makes sense. Difficult to explain, but I've gone over 1 or 2 of those before in go-karts, and it is actually quite violent. Like, you can feel everything through the seat, not so much through the steering wheel, but you could definitely feel everything through the seat, through the cart. So maybe it is real, but I will say this: you know, even though that was going on, I could still feel a lot through the steering wheel. But overall, like this is a fun car. Like it is an enjoyable car to drive. I do like it. I would do a race in it. I think with a bit of time spent on it, a little bit of practice, getting used to it, I think you'd pick up the feedback. Like I say, the understeer transition from low downforce when the steering goes light to the steer going light because of the understeer is sometimes difficult to figure out. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a thing, and it's just a thing that I didn't expect. But I could feel it. It was just very vague, But by all means, not impossible to feel, not impossible to figure out. Overall, I do like it. Like I say, with anything in rFactor 2, the FFB needs a bit of tweaking on the driver. It is what it is. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's just a thing. The sim itself, when you do that and you get into it, is actually fun and can be fun. But yeah, we'll leave it there, guys, and yeah, give these a spin. I think you'll enjoy them. Thanks for watching.